Hello everyone, this is Varaprasad and I am presenting you the daily current affairs which are useful for SSC, RRB and other government examinations. Let us start the session. Rajnath Singh approves 400 crore rupees defense testing infrastructure scheme to promote indigenous defense production with special focus on participation of MSMEs and startups by bridging the gaps in defense testing infrastructure in the country. The establishment of defense testing infrastructure will provide easy access and thus meet the testing needs of the domestic defense industry. The scheme will run for a period of 5 years and envisages to set up 6 to 8 new test facilities in partnership with private industry. This will facilitate defense production, therefore reduce imports of military equipment and help make the country self-reliant. Under the scheme, the project will be provided with up to 75% government funding in the form of grant in aid and remaining 25% will have to be borne by special purpose vehicle whose constituents will be Indian private entities and state governments. Finance Minister announces fifth and final tranche of Atmanirbhar Bharat package of 20 lakh crore rupees. The final tranche mainly allocated an additional 40,000 crore rupees to Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Budget estimate to ensure that migrants do not face unemployed amid the national-wide lockdown and a viability gap funding of more than 8,000 crore rupees. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman also announced a new public sector policy that allows the involvement of private companies in all sectors. In addition to this, new reforms health sector, including setting up of infectious diseases, hospital blocks in all districts, reforms in online education, decriminalization of Companies Act defaults, enhancement of ease of doing business through IBC related measures was also announced. The finance minister also announced that centre has increased the borrowing limits of states from 3% to 5% for 2020-21, giving the states an extra resource of 4.28 lakh crore rupees. Union HRD Minister launches psychosocial impact of pandemic and lockdown and how to cope with under Corona study series published by National Book Trust India. These books will serve as guides to mental well-being of people at large. The launching ceremony was followed by an interactive session with researchers or authors of NBT study group. The Corona study series has been especially conceptualized by NBT to document and to provide relevant reading materials for all age groups of post-corona readership needs, prepared by a study group comprising of 7 psychologists and counselors constituted by NBT. The titles of the book were launched following the study of various aspects based on psychosocial impact on 7 different segments of the society through personal interviews, case studies and community perceptions based on the response to online questionnaire floated through the website and other social media handles of NBT India. India's ultra mega solar parks, a $700 billion investment opportunity. The Indian government has set a target to install 175 gigawatts of renewable energy by the financial year 2021-22 and a 275 gigawatts by financial year 27. India's ultra mega solar parks have attracted foreign capital, top global developers and provided investors with an opportunity to join a $500 to $700 billion renewable energy and grid infrastructure investment boom in the coming decade, according to the latest report by IEEFA. According to the report titled India's Utility Scale Solar Parks, a Global Success Story, India has pioneered the ultra mega solar park and in the process overcame a range of challenging obstacles. It is worth looking back over the past 4 years to see just how far the Indian renewable energy industry has advanced. The Indian utility scale solar parks have kickstarted India's energy sector transition amid majority policy and project execution issues. India's utility scale solar park model has firmly stood its ground, said Kashish Shah, research analyst of IEEFA. Madhya Pradesh launches Charan Paducah initiative for migrant laborers. Under the campaign, the migrant workers were provided with shoes and slippers to reduce their pains. The Charan Paducah campaign is being conducted by the police of Madhya Pradesh state. Eventually, the initiative received full support of the public. By providing slippers, the pain of migrant workers is being reduced. The government of India has been taking several measures to help the migrant workers returning to their hometowns. The government of India announced Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, under which migrant workers were covered largely. The government allocated 20 lakh crore rupees for the initiative. Under the initiative, food and accommodation of the migrant workers were focused. Center West Bengal Government, AIIB, Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, and World Bank ink loan agreement for $145 million project. This project is for West Bengal major irrigation and flood management project to improve irrigation services and flood management in Damodar Valley Command Area of West Bengal. The total outlay of project is $413.8 million. The government of West Bengal has infused $123.8 million for this project. The agreement with World Bank is the loan is financed by lending arm of World Bank, that is International Bank for Reconstruction and Development IBRD. The loan has a 6-year grace period and a maturity of 23.5 years, and the agreement with AIIB is the loan has a 6 years grace period and a maturity of 24 years. Some of the static GK questions are: headquarters of AIIB is in Beijing, China. President is Jin Likin. NABARD sanctions 1500 crore rupees for Punjab to ensure credit flow to farmers through state cooperative banks amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Out of total amount of 1000 crore rupees is sanctioned to Punjab State Cooperative Bank and 500 crore rupees to Punjab Gramin Bank. The amount given is part of NABARD's 25,000 crore rupees national-wide special liquidity facility, which has been made available to state cooperative banks, regional rural banks, and microfinance institutions to ensure flow of credit to farmers for agricultural operations during COVID-19 pandemic. Till now, NABARD has disbursed 1000 crore rupees to Punjab State Cooperative Bank and 100 crore rupees to Punjab Gramin Bank to support agriculture and other activities of farmers. The support given by NABARD is a frontline liquidity support to these banks to ensure credit flow to farmers for carrying out agricultural operations for kharif crops smoothly during this difficult situation. Zubair Iqbal appointed as MD of Jammu and Kashmir Bank. Chibbar to continue as chairman. Iqbal will have 3-year tenure. R.K. Chibbar, who currently holds the position of chairman and managing director of Jammu and Kashmir Bank, will continue to serve as chairman of bank for next 3 years. The appointments are based upon the continuous directions by Reserve Bank of India to separate the positions of chairman and managing director for better governance. Some of the static GK questions are: Jammu and Kashmir Bank headquarters is in Srinagar. Jammu and Kashmir Bank Limited was incorporated on 1st October 1938 and commenced its business from 4th July 1939 in Kashmir, India. GCPL, Godrej Consumer Product Limited, acquires balance 25% stake in Kenya-based Canon Chemicals. Following the deal, Canon Chemicals would now be a wholly owned subsidiary of the company and will help GCPL in further building its presence in the sub-Saharan Africa market. Earlier on February 4, 2016, the Godrej Group has acquired 75% stake in Canon for an undisclosed sum. In the past few years, GCPL has been acquiring brands, especially in African continent, with the aim to expand its presence. Its revenue from Africa market was at 484.03 crore rupees in the last quarter, that is from January to March 2020. General Atlantic to invest 6,598.38 crore rupees for 1.34% stake in Jio Platforms. This will be the fourth investment in Reliance Industries Limited business in rapid succession, following those by social media major Facebook and private equity funds Silver Lake and Vista Equity Partners. Analysts expect more such deals to take place. This investment values Jio Platforms at an equity value of 4.91 lakh crore rupees and an enterprise value of 5.16 lakh crore rupees. General Atlantic's investment will translate into a 1.34% equity share in Jio Platforms on a fully diluted basis. With the latest deal, Jio Platforms will get a combined 67,194.75 crore rupees from 4 investments. The RIL unit comprises mostly its telecom business under Reliance Jio Infocom, which is the largest in the country with more than 388 million subscribers. RIL's other digital properties and investments such as Jio 7, Jio Cinema and Haptic are housed in Jio Platforms. CSIR join hands with International Institute of Information Technology and Intel to help achieve faster and less expensive COVID-19 testing and coronavirus genome sequencing to understand epidemiology and AI-based risk stratification for patients. Intel India is developing an end-to-end system that consists of multiple application testing devices, data collection, aggregation gateways. IIIT Hyderabad will develop risk stratification algorithms that can help in drug and vaccine discovery for long-term preparedness to combat the epidemic. Multidisciplinary partnerships are key to tackling the challenge of COVID-19, and CSIR is happy to collaborate with IIIT Hyderabad and Intel India, which bring in complementary strengths in genomics. Wuhan Diary book offers eyewitness account of life amid COVID-19 outbreak. The deadly coronavirus outbreak, which originated from Wuhan, China, has now spread across 212 countries and territories globally. Meanwhile, an eyewitness account of events as they unfolded in Wuhan is now available as an e-book in India. The book, called Wuhan Diary Dispatches from a Quarantine City, is reportedly a compilation of online diary entries and social media posts by Chinese literary writer Fang Fang. According to a media outlet, the book, which came available in India on May 15th, is documentation based on the 60 days of lockdown during COVID-19 epidemic. The book captures the challenges of daily life and changing moods and emotions of being quarantined without reliable information. As the lockdown in China began on January 25th, Fang Fang reportedly began publishing an online diary. The last one of the session is International Museum Day is observed on May 18th. This is to raise awareness about the fact that museums are an important means of cultural exchange, enrichment of cultures, and development of mutual understanding, cooperation, and peace among peoples. The International Museum Day 2020 was celebrated with the theme Museums for Equality, Diversity, and Inclusion. International Museum Day was celebrated for the first time 40 years ago. The day is being celebrated all around the world and also features the participation of more and more museums from worldwide. We are providing you the PDF of this entire session in the description box below. People who want to download the PDF can go to the description box and click on that link so that you can download the PDF. Thank you everyone. Please subscribe to our channel for more updates. Please give your valuable suggestions in the comment box.